What's going on, people? You got your boy Richie Rich in the building. You know what I'm saying? Coming live at y'all again. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share, like, comment, and tell a friend. Holla at your boy. We got Dreez on the show. Y'all know what it is. What's happening, Dree?
It's all good, man. Just finished another show with the brother Los, man. Hopefully we can get his channel up and running where y'all can contact that brother. And everything is cool here in the city of New Orleans. Well, in the town of Jefferson. I'm in the big I'm in a big town next to a small city called New Orleans. But where I live, it was nice, it was cool. I think I might start doing a new series called Walk on Sunday where I just walk and just talk about things that happened during the week. It'll be my time to get away from travel at that point and talk about the things that we're having happen day by day uh, in our country of America, whatever it may be. I'll talk about it while I'm taking that walk on Sunday. And I didn't think I had that many people there, but it wasn't that many people there, as a matter of fact. But I ended up talking for a good amount of time. But nevertheless, I might do that again on next Sunday. But I appreciate everybody that came to the live that just recently ended. And hopefully I can look forward to seeing more people on next week. And uh, I was supposed to do another interview with a lady in Africa, but there was a blackout in Kenya, and Kenya and Uganda on the same grid, so everything was out. So when everything comes, and they blackouts don't last like ours. Our blackouts might be an hour, 2 hours tops. Their blackouts may last weeks. It all depends on where it's
Yeah.
bad at and things of that nature. So that's why that live never happened on Friday night, or should I say Saturday morning. We're 7 hours apart, and that's another problem with the whole uh, time difference, time zone.
Royal Illness. Shout out to Royal Illness. Brother ain't got married and don't even holler at your boy no more. It's all good. Feet
Say
white.
what? Indeed. Shout out Jamil.
Brother ain't got married, don't even holler at us, Dree, man. But yeah, ooh man. So it's been a great week, man. Everything was pretty cool. I didn't know nobody died from coronavirus, so I guess it's a good week, man. Did you check out the battle between Erica Badu and Jill Scott? I didn't even get to see it, bro.
That was the reason why I did not. That's why I did not get into your live on yesterday, man. It was a good experience, and once again, even though it was supposedly a battle, at the end of the day, the art form won. Neither she or the other, the art form won on yesterday. Just like when it was DJ Premier and the RZA, the art form won. When it was Teddy Riley and Babyface, the art form won. When it was all the other battles, the art form won. Now they got another battle talking about Ludacris versus Nelly. I think that's gonna be an easy win for Nelly.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
think
that's
Nelly will win now?
hell no.
Man, I'm
But at
about
the
to say
same time,
Lucas got a lot of hits.
well, it ain't really about hits. It's really about just really songs. You know what I'm saying? And from a song standpoint, you know, I put my money on I-20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I tw- Man, I went to high school with that dude, man. That dude there, man, I know
Was he
him
DJing?
person. I know him person. You talking about the rapper I-20?
No, not I-20. I'm saying putting my money on I-20, as in Atlanta.
I got you.
As in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
404, man. 404. Yeah, man. But anyhow,
Word.
the rapper I-20, he's in Ludacris camp. But I went to high
Right.
school with that dude, man. All I'm gonna say about that dude, I'm gonna say one thing. He was on the soccer team. I'm leaving it at that.
Oh man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
athleticism is what it is, man.
yeah, you're right, man. But
And
being a rapper, you can't let that get out.
shit, why you can't? There's plenty of motherfuckers in Brazil that's rapping. They don't do nothing but soccer down there. I ain't see nail basketball or
Name one
nothing.
Brazilian rapper.
Uh, I can't even say his name. Uh,
Right.
Ronaldo. Oh, DJ Cavino.
Who?
Exactly.
DJ.
Cavino.
Oh yeah. Cavino don't count,
He
goddamn.
did a. What you mean?
I don't even know who the hell
Reggaeton.
that is.
Look, he ended up doing a song with people don't know about him. He did a song with Snoop. Uh, it was a song with Snoop, Rick Ross, and what's the Muslim from Florida? We the Bears. Him.
Okay.
Khaled. Yeah, you know what I'm
Silk the
saying,
Shocker versus Chingy. I like Silk the Shocker.
man.
Oh no.
Uh, man, I wouldn't watch that. I don't know what art form would win on that one, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I really don't.
both on one
But
that
no kind of battle I would really want to see. It would take like a day to go through that whole shit. Like Quincy Jones versus like Clive Davis or some shit like that. That would last in literally all day. You know what I'm saying? With all the songs and all the hits they got under their belts collectively, that would actually last all day.
but
You
who
know what I'm
can win
saying?
a battle against the Isley brothers though?
Hey, it's a lot of hey, it's a lot of folk out there. You know
60
what I'm
years in
saying?
the game down there.
Yeah, literally. You would have to do like a series of just them two battling. You know what I
Right.
mean?
They had to battle against themselves. Us from the 90s to the 2000s, us to
Right.
the 40s.
Oh yeah, man, it was crazy. But Quincy got a lot under his belt. Clive got a lot under his belt. Clive got what? Whitney Houston. Everybody from Arista, which includes Puffy and Big in them. You know, it's a lot under those belts. I say that much.
Now, this would be real interesting if comedians battle each other. Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams. I think that's what he's saying.
I hope that's what he's saying, because I damn sure didn't know who Matt Williams
Cat,
was.
Kevin Hurt versus Matt Williams. Kevin
Get
Hurt.
get my cousin name right, please. It's Kevin Hart. Get my cousin's name right.
No, that's your
He
cousin?
got something like that. He got a lot of jokes from me.
Oh,
And
okay.
plus, and Kevin always get mad when I say this, but I'm taller, motherfucker. I'm a little bit taller.
Right. Any questions from the chat, man? We doing Q&A. Any questions from the chat? Trying to see where y'all head at. We trying to feed off of y'all tonight. Nobody got nothing to say? Besides my man Apex. He's the only one responding in here. All right, Dreez, here a question for you. Man got a Brazil flag up and he wanna know if he got a question.
He said he got a whole Brazilian flag up like he been to Brazil. Come on, man. How are the Brazilian win? Well, the ones I deal with, all I'm gonna tell you is one word: ready. You have got to be ready if you're gonna be dealing with them. Now, and another thing, you can't be lagging. You cannot be lagging. Make sure you got you a Viagra or a Cialis pill on the side, because just like you got middle mongers that might have a chat room, you got people that these mongers go see, they have a chat room. You don't want to be that dude in that picture and they sitting up there pointing at your picture like, yeah, yeah, he lacking in the bed. You don't want to be that dude, bro. You really don't want to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, they like It's not like only difference. Say like a lot of people here go to DR. I'm just guessing. So yeah, you might not get breakfast in the morning, but I'm gonna tell you something. The reason you don't get breakfast in the morning is all due to the night before that. So have your shit together when you get you one. Because me personally, I like bodybuilders. You know, didn't like bodybuilders when I got to Brazil, but after I left Brazil, I motherfucking love bodybuilders. And you got to have your shit together. Now I see Flyboy in the building. Flyboy had him a nice one in Barranquilla. Well, Flyboy, I just want to let you know, I know about two, three of them that'll make a fool out of that Venezuelan you had in Barranquilla. And you might could do you don't want to do. I'm telling you, you have got to have your shit. You got to have Viagra. Hell, if you got to put uh, look, have your shit together when you cross that border to Brazil. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Now, as far as the whole love side of it, it's no different from Medellin in some spots because I'm thinking I'm dealing with a regular woman, and when I get down there, you know, we talk, we go have drinks. Oh, and the drinks that we had, of course, was a caparina. You know, and come to find out, this woman that I was trying to make my main chick, was you know from time to time to pay a bill, she would be a woman of the night, and she told me that. But at the same time, all I'm gonna tell you is we started about a quarter to 8. We didn't stop till about a quarter to 2. But when you go down there, make sure you make sure you got your shit together. When you go down there, do not be lacking. You cannot slack up on the Brazilian. I'm gonna tell you like this again, like I said before a year ago. You gotta follow the step ladder. Flit DR, it starts right here. It starts Dominicans, Colombians, Venezuelans, and then you got Brazilians. Brazilians are the top of the food chain in Latin America. I I guarantee you this. Some of y'all might like the Haitians. I dig the Haitians. I love the Haitians, but I put them a step above the Dominicans. Dominicans are like motherfucking knockoff Colombians. Colombians are like knockoff Brazilians, but the Brazilians are at the top of the food chain. You have got to have your shit together when you go to Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lagging, and ain't no such thing as you ain't you quit, but you ain't bust nothing. They're gonna look at you so sideways. You know, they're gonna look at you so sideways. Ain't no such thing as you not busting, but you hollering, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm quit. I had enough." No, if you pay for an hour, trust me, you better be ready for 59 minutes and 59 seconds. A hardcore, flat back, fuck it. I mean, I'm talking about for that 59 minutes and 59 seconds, look, you better put dick all in the bitch's mind. I don't know if I spoil I ain't won't say it, but you have got to be ready. Raw illness. You gotta get ready. You gotta be ready. You think you're doing something when you in Laurel's. But I'm telling you, Brazil is a different monster player. Very different monster.
You know
You
now.
have huh?
You know now. You know what to do.
You have got to be on point when you go to motherfucking Brazil. I promise you that. I might be talking a little bit extra. I'm getting hot. I'm getting sweaty. This motherfucking caparina is starting to work. Shout out to Brazil. Look,
Right. Shout
that
out to
Brazil go.
Roy Illness. I'm not mad at you, player. In fact, I'm proud of your growth. Don't think I don't see y'all. It's WTU forever and a day with me. I'm just saying low. I'm just staying low and working on classics. Scorched Earth coming your way. All right. Shout out to you for that donation, my brother. And finding love in Dominican Republic. If you wanted to find love from two places, Dreez, Colombia or the DR, I mean, I think that's kind of obvious. But go ahead and answer that question, Dreez. What you think? Well, who winning that one? But you hadn't
Well,
read
for
his
me,
book yet.
huh?
You
Oh,
hadn't read his book yet, so he can show you.
listen. For me, it's Colombia. Cause as of right now, I'm currently dealing with a woman in Barranquilla. I thought Medellin was the place, and I thought I had me one in Medellin. Nah, the women in Medellin, hey, look, they pretty, they fine, they love the Lord, and all is here. But at the same time, you might be fucking with Mary Magdalene. You just don't know with them. Because in South America, the hoe and the regular woman look the same, dress the same, carry themselves the same, cook for you, do all this here. You don't know what you're really getting in Medellin. But in Barranquilla, I was told a year ago that the uh Barranquilleros, that's the place where you go to find that one. So I took that brother up on that offering of knowledge, and most definitely, I went to Barranquilla. You know, I had been talking to this lady for a good year because I was supposed to go to Barranquilla Festival or Carnival last year, but something had happened and I wasn't able to make it. But I kept in contact with that one. I went out there, had a good time, and did what I had to do. You know, God say the same. When I get back to Medellin, I'm gonna call for my girl from Barranquilla. And if I gotta go ahead on and spend that $50, $60 for a round trip to fly her down or even put her on the bus, that's what I'm gonna do. Because the Barranquilleros carry themselves a little different from the women in Medellin. This woman, let me back up. In America, a 45-year-old man is not going to all of a sudden hook up with a 45-year-old woman here in the Matrix. But here in Barranquilla, it's different because in Barranquilla, you'll have 45-year-old women who may be just as fine, if not finer, than their daughters. Then you have elders in Barranquilla, or should I say Atlantico, that are just flat out beautiful, like they don't even know what a wall is. We got that saying here in America, hit the wall. They don't even know what a wall is. You know, you see them 45, 50, 55. They in the gym. They working out. They're doing squats. They're working their legs, getting the calves together. I'm talking about looking good. Flyboy can attest to this. Ace Live can attest to this. John Wayne can attest to this. But Barranquilla, if you're looking for somebody to settle down with, I would say that's the place to be. I know people in Barranquilla that went there, they get married now. I know people in Cali. They went down to Cali, found them one. They's married now. Like Suge Avery say, they's married now. Don't mind me how I'm talking. This motherfucking Caparina is working right now. I now know people who don't went to Cartagena and they's almost married now. Now, granted, when you in Cartagena, when you in Cali, when you in Southwest Colombia, you're around that Afro Colombian content or character or what have you. And not only is the Afro Colombian that much finer, that much thicker, that much juicier, that much more whatever on a positive note. Everything gets finer. The Afro Brazilian, the Euro Brazilian, excuse me, Afro Colombian, Euro Colombian. When you get to Atlantico or in Barranquilla, you start to see those white, light skinned women, and they have bodies like that black chick. You know what I'm saying? And it throws you for a loop for a little while until you realize that you're in another country. You know what I'm saying? And Raw Illness says, I sounds like I'm in love. LOL, nothing wrong with that, bro shot. Hey, I'm not gonna say I'm in love. What I will say is that I have a strong like for the woman that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? No, no, I am not turned out. I am not turned out. It's just a simple fact that I like what I saw in Barranquilla. Yeah, Barranquilla does look like a war zone. It looks nothing like Medellin. Not at all. If y'all go and take a look when y'all finish this live, go and take a look at my video that's saying Atlantico or uh Antioquia, where I just take and compare. I just take and compare Medellin and Barranquilla. You know what I'm saying? Found three strong points in Barranquilla. I find three strong points in Medellin. You know, but the three strong points as far as finding a significant other, all of that points to Barranquilla. And that's the triple truth rule. And yes, this Caparina is giving me a buzz. Simply for the fact that
Hey, let me get
you
a
know,
buzz on too, then. Goddamn. Shit, let me go to
come
my
brother.
goddamn Tito. Say I can make Caparina with Tito.
Mm-hmm. Is it straight gin?
This is vodka.
But yo,
I
well,
need
you could do
some.
it. Look, the Caparinas that we the Caparinas that we had at Copacabana. Yo,
Yeah,
the
that was cheap.
Caparinas that
Gin you can
the
get.
cap the Caparinas that we had at Casablanca, that was made with vodka. So
Mm.
that's made with vodka for anybody that wants to know how to make a Caparina. I have a video that I did about a year ago where I laid there and I was at Lapa, the place with the steps where Michael Jackson was at. You can find out how to make an actual Caparina. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. You know what I'm saying? All I do, I take me 2 blocks of ice. You know, I take me about 4 teaspoons of sugar. You know what I'm saying? Dice up some lemon, some lime, and just shake that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Try to make that motherfucking sugar dissolve. And once the sugar dissolves, just go ahead on and pour it into your cup. Simple. But go look at my video. It's called How to Make a Caparina. You know, shout out to my brother Jeff that showed me how to make the Caparina in at the Lapa Steps. Remember when we went to Lapa that day, bro?
Right,
That's
right.
when I did the video. That's when I did the video.
Hmm. Yeah, man. So Dreez, you let's say you hit it off real great with this woman. I guess you already hitting it off real great. So you consider marrying her in the next year or two?
No, no, man. Vetting is vetting is vetting. There ain't gonna be no year or two. You gotta understand, this is a 45-year-old woman with a 22-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
She
you
told me
getting
she
married next
fell out.
time you go then?
Oh no, 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 no. What I'm gonna do is try to see how the daughter is coming with it. In fact, you know, the daughter is actually she plays a Kambala and she actually does tours with other girls from Barranquilla. It's called the Barranquilla All Stars. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can find it on YouTube.
Shout
You know,
out to Kenny McDonald for the donation. Go ahead and find that, Dreez. 4x4 is open back up. They burnt down, but they opened back up a few months after they burnt down. I think the fire was on the fifth floor or something like that, and 4x4 is just one or two levels. So it didn't. I don't think. I think they only probably got like smoke damage or something like that. So they probably didn't have to do a whole lot to get it back up and running. But I'm gonna say this: if you do go to Brazil, man, hit that spot. Don't hit that spot before you leave. Hit that spot when you first get there. I ain't saying like put your bags up and go to 4x4. But I'm just saying in the first few days while you still got, that juice, make sure you go on up in there. And them motherfuckers
also,
one.
also, there's another place that you might want to check out in Central called Bel Prazer, where if you're all about trying to find that Afro contingent, it is there. Bel Prazer, Rich.
Bell Positive, okay. Y'all remember that name also. And
Nah, you should remember that name. You should remember that name.
I remember that name. Hey, we had a great time in Brazil, man. Matter of fact, we need to do the meetup in Brazil one day. Four
Well,
by
I was
four
shooting for that
is a what they call it, thermos. It's almost like when you walk in,
thermal,
it's like
thermos.
they got like it's almost set up like a strip club, man. Well, it is pretty much. They got the pole
It's
and
a club.
everything. And you walk in and you sit down and there's a bunch of girls in there. They make you wear a robe. They make you take all your clothes off. They give you some lockers, and they put a band on your arm with the key and a card on this. So anytime you need a drink or something, you just use the card. You want to kick it with a female, you choose whatever one you want. It's real laid back in there, man. It's real laid back, man. They give you flip flops to wear. You know what I'm saying? So you be in a robe with your flip flop, feeling all comfortable and everything. But man, shout out to the brother Ryan for the cash app, man. Somebody had shot me a cash app, and we're gonna talk about this too. Y'all know I put a video out on Ahmaud Arbery, and so I had.
That's my daughter.
All right.
You hear me?
How your daughter is? She legal?
Yeah, she's 22.
I had to call you stepdad, Uncle Stepdad.
Well, I
Hey,
tell you what, I'm gonna see you the link, let you play one of the videos or something.
all right. Anyhow, I had did a video on Ahmaud Arbery. I wanted to be transparent in that situation, man. So I put the video out where he was in the house. I mean, I don't know if y'all all saw the video. I could show the video a little bit, but so I was going back and forth with this guy, the Army vet, and he has his opinion on it, and he feels like, well, the guy's pretty much a thief. And I kind of like, well, what did he steal? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, he was in the crib, he was in the house, an empty house or whatever. He went out running, and it looked kind of bad, but it still don't justify, in my mind, it don't justify running a guy down with shotguns and use this. How I know they was gonna shoot him. The guy standing on the back of the truck, like that's some old ass cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some cowboy shit. And let me share screen. Let me share the screen for y'all that didn't watch the video.
Yo. Oh.
Let me
just letting you know.
Talking to me? All right. The like button.
Yeah, I was saying I put
subscribe. Thanks. Okay, people, this is a video allegedly of Mr. Arbery entering the construction house. On the top left, you see the neighbor comes out. He's calling the cops. And then you'll see allegedly Mr. Arbery running out of the construction house right there. You see him running out, and police are called, so police are on the way. 6 minutes later, you see the first responders, fire truck, et cetera, et cetera. At this point, I'm assuming he's dead. 6 minutes later, they caught up with him. Another angle, well, same angle, but you see, allegedly that's Mr. Arbery. We don't know at this point. So, Dreez, you think that's him? It could be two brothers with khakis and white t-shirt on that day in the construction, huh?
Yeah, it could be. But how many times it's gonna be two brothers wearing the same shit? How many times it's gonna be two brothers wearing the same shit in the old white neighborhood?
I don't know, man. White shirt, khaki shorts. So it's real similar to what he was wearing that day. So, like I say, you guys form your own opinion. I want to see the rest of it, man. Hit my
real
video
similar
up,
with what he was wearing that.
Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
Roll the tape is not responsible. None of that shit. It's allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Go to all right.
Shout out to OW on the Cash App, man. Appreciate that, bro. What it do, man? What it do, man? If y'all want if y'all want to donate to either Dre or myself, uh it goes cash up either one of y'all. Appreciate the support with everybody, man. Make sure everybody hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we got so far. Let's make sure we hit
I check.
that. Make sure we hit that. We only got 24 likes, man. And we got 4 dislikes. That's probably from the last video.
Well, it may
Man.
be, man, but it all helps.
Hold on, I think the Army vet, yeah, the Army vet is here, man. There he is. Shout out to you, man. Look like Bo Jackson.
Well,
Bo
Bo
Jackson.
Jackson gonna pay attention to detail.
Oh yeah, he was drilling my ass. He was like, "Yo, man, you see what the dude was doing? It's case the spot." I'm like, "Shit, man, he might have just wanted to see how how the wood look. How the wiring was in the crib. What's wrong with that? You never, Dreez, I have went in the construction house before, more than one. Just looking at it, you have never done that before.
No, because I wasn't working construction. No, was I buying a house at the time? You know. Now, have I been in the unfinished house? Yes. It was only because I was gutting that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mr. Plex. Says Dreez is the Colombia R. Kelly going after the mom's daughter. Double up R. Kelly style. That ain't what's happening here. That is actually my daughter. And motherfucker, when I find you, I cannot kill a cat. But whenever I find out who you are, Mr. Plex, I will kill you.
Damn,
You know what I'm saying? I will
don't say that.
literally kill you
They gonna
for
shut me
telling me
down.
that I would screw my daughter. Oh man, I won't kill you. What I will do is I will euthanize you. That's what I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Now I sent you a video on WhatsApp, man. Check out my daughter. She playing the Kimbala. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Yeah,
is
I'm
this
playing.
Rodney Elson wife or this Rodney Elson? And
Yeah,
I
we.
attest to that. I have went into quite a few construction houses. I never ran out of one. I never ran out of one. I just walked out. And I used to, let me tell y'all, man, let me give y'all a background.
Okay, I
I
think it's
started
Rodney,
it.
bro. I think it's Rodney.
Okay. Your wife was using your YouTube the other day, so let's let you know. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
that shit was weird. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
I've
man.
seen a dude up here, and
But
she up there
she
saying,
said this is the gentleman's husband. That's what she said. So
I
now,
didn't see that.
well, she did type that in the chat. So we went with it. So yeah, I used to do work for banks and stuff. So we used to go into houses and shit like that, and rekey houses and do all that kind of stuff. So I've been approached by neighbors and shit like that a lot. Like, just imagine I'm in an all white, bruh. One time I was in an all white neighborhood, like ritzy area, like real, I had to change the lock on the front door. So these motherfuckers got like a lock that's fucking, I couldn't pick the lock. Man, I had to break that motherfucker, man. So I was drilling it out. Bro, and they had this really good ass lock. Like, I went through a whole lot of drill bits trying to drill it out. So finally, yeah, man, I got approached by the neighbors and shit. They're like, "Yo, what you doing out here?" And I had paperwork. I'm like, "Hey, I'm changing locks." They moved out. So I had to explain that shit. And I've been in houses where it was vandalized already, and A lot of times people used to call the cops. So the cops would come rolling up. And usually if I'm in the house, I leave the paperwork on the door. But I have been in a lot of houses and approached by a lot of neighbors. And but the way these guys went about that shit, man, loaded up the guns, chased the dude down the street, 2 cars, 3 guns, right? Look at the whole situation. The dude is in the back of the truck, on top in the back of the truck. So if you're on the back of the truck, that's telling me that's like some old military shit, like trying to get a vantage point. You're trying to get a high point at somebody. To me, they was setting them up for the kill. You know what I'm saying? The dad like, yo, son, you know you ain't got no gun. You stand in front of the truck. I'm gonna stand on the back of the truck at a good angle, and we're gonna get this motherfucker. And that's how I look at it. And the brother was running. He didn't know whether they was gonna shoot him in the back or shoot him. So he could get the jump on them and maybe hold a gun, hold a gun down or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. You don't know what his mind state is. They was chasing him. They seen him leave the house. He don't know if they're trying to get street justice or whatever. At the end of the day, that's what they pretty much did. They intentionally brought these guns out here and they was planning on using these damn guns. And that's what they did, you know. Now, what was he supposed to do? Like run the other way, run in between houses? Maybe he could have done that, shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, man. Everybody judging it, but I just look at it as the guy was hunted down, man. He was hunted down. I mean, if they wanted to get him arrested, they should have called the cops, followed him in the car, not on the back of the truck, not outside of the car. Follow this guy, wait for the cops to show up, and get him arrested. That's the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Not sit out there with guns. Imagine if everybody decided tomorrow, okay, anytime somebody does something, we're going to follow them with guns. We're going to jump on the back of the truck and we're going to follow them. We're going to do what we got to do and we're ready to shoot. Just imagine what kind of world we're going to be in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rodney Elson. My wife like your channel. She think you have a lot of subscribers who got their heart broken by black women. She absolutely right. A lot of brothers that travel have gotten their heart broken. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. Most guys that travel abroad, that's what they come from. They come from hurt. And ain't nothing wrong with them finding another alternative to find love. There's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. But, yeah, we was talking about black women the other day. But at the same time, brothers do got to step their game up, but women got to step their game up too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to realize the odds are stacked against us, man. It's black men, period. You got these feminist movements going on. You got Me Too movement. You got women taking the guys to court from 25 years ago. Oh, he touched me on my ass. You got all this stuff going on in the workplace. Women feel like a guy might have, talked to them in a high tone of voice and they get upset, just different situations. They even got laws now. If a woman feels threatened from you, you could get arrested. Just by her feeling threatened, you can get arrested. And you got the child support system taking brothers to jail, taking their passports away, taking their driver's license away. You know how many brothers that can't go to work because a woman said, oh, he didn't pay his child support on time. Nah, they taking his license away, which he can't support his family. He can't support himself. Like, come on, man. It's a lot of things stacked against the guys, man. Women play on guys' emotion, just like you got all these guys out here nowadays. that's paying these women to dance. They paying women. They preying on weak people, man. That's what a lot of women do. And I'm not bashing women. I'm just telling it from a guy's perspective. We had a female on the chat initially. I don't think your wife is in there initially, and she was supposed to give the woman's idea, the woman's, opinion on the whole situation. But her internet went out, so I'm gonna work on having more females on the channel. So appreciate that support. Shout out to Bellagino. How many black real estate agents, condo owners have had the cops called on them? It's always assumed that we're we're to be watched. Right, right. He had some brothers online one time. They was in an all white neighborhood, and the cops came and they said, "Hey man, this our house. We just bought it. Oh, it ain't your house." And they went through hell and high water, man. They ended up suing the motherfucker. Go ahead, Dree.
I'm just saying, when you know, if you are a real estate agent, they had the police called on you when when they call the police or when they call Jethro and the Jethro's son on this dude here, dude ain't had no three-piece suit on. This nigga had on a t-shirt and jogging pants, you know. But personally, in my opinion, the nigga was out there stealing. That I'm sorry. If I
He was
live
casing the
in
place. That's what you're saying.
pretty much, oh, he was trying to steal because you gotta look at it. Even though they didn't have nothing of value in the house, what they still did it well. It was still stuff of possibly stuff of value in the house, like copper. You know what I'm saying? If that was Houston, you would see a lot of Mexicans doing that shit because they would come into the house and look for copper, where they would be inside of the piping, where they would be inside of the
Let
wiring.
me chime in
But
just a second, Dree. I
go
hate to
ahead.
cut you off, but before I forget, I'm gonna tell you what thieves do now. This happened to my buddy. They went into his crib he was redoing. They stole all the material and they took it back to Home Depot. Then they get these cards and then they sell it. But go ahead.
But yeah, it's still stuff that they can go in there of value and take that is of value and sell it off to somebody else or redistribute it or use it themselves. It's still stuff of value in that house. So just because there was nothing in that house doesn't mean somebody can't come in there and find something of value that's worth taking from that house. You know what I'm saying? And besides, where he lived is one place. Where they found him at and where they shot him at was another place. Those two places were 12 miles apart. You mean to tell me you can't find nowhere else to jog in all that motherfucking room in Georgia?
Mm.
Hey,
I mean, I get
you,
it, man, but you should be able to jog where you want to jog, man. If you want
yeah,
to jog in a certain neighborhood. But
but
listen, man, this is the
it,
sad truth about it. It's the sad truth about it. Um, it's like this dude is saying, right? The guy sitting there with the shotgun on the other side of the truck. You run from this side to the other side. The moment you grab that gun from him, he got the right to shoot you. And see, that's why I be telling brothers, and that's what Kevin Cito was saying the other day. We don't want to put two situations together, but brothers got to be smart because the beauty is in the setup, man. This guy sitting on the back of the truck, he's got a vantage point. It's another guy with a shotgun. In my opinion, I'm running the complete opposite way. I'm running in between houses. But you don't, this shit goes real fast. I mean, so you don't have time to think sometimes. But we got to be prepared when we approach these cops and we approach these people, man. Be smart on your escape or the way you talk to people or being aggressive because then they have an excuse to use this against you, man.
man.
All right, well, Saba, I know he want to jump in. Okay, let's say he was looking for something to steal. I will give you that. Does that mean you should have hunted him down and killed him?
No, it means you should have hunted him down and held him down for the police to decide what needs to be done with that brother. That's what should have happened. Now the killing part, now I ain't gonna lie to you. You come to my house that I'm getting built and shit like that. Do I want to kill you? No, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I might at least want to shoot you in your kneecap or something. You know what I'm saying? But supposedly they had something with they had a lot of thefts that were going on in the area, and I guess from the looks of it, it seemed like a lot of these thefts was going on in houses that was being built. You know, prior to completion, something was being stole from it or something like that. So, nevertheless, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got shot 5 times. You know what I'm saying? I got shot 5 times by a motherfucker that was trying to steal from me. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I hate is thieves. Bottom line. So that's why I feel maybe I'm putting my thought into it behind me being shot by a thief. But you know, you know, if they could prove that you stealing, then hey, it is what it is. I can't say that because you black, this and that should happen. Now,
But
should
he
he have
didn't
been
steal
killed?
nothing,
No.
Drake. He didn't steal nothing. That's the point, though.
Yeah, but the simple fact that he just was running into motherfucking houses, that was bad enough.
Bad enough to
You
kill
know,
him.
not bad enough to kill him. I already said he shouldn't have been killed. I at least shot the motherfucker in the kneecaps, but nobody heard what the conversation was between the people when they was tussling with the guns and whatnot. But at the same time, um, if I see you, that's just like if I see a motherfucker running up the street right now. Uh, he running into the empty house across the street. You know, I know ain't nothing in there worth that stealing, but you know, at the same time, what helps in his on his end is that he going in there probably possibly looking for shit to steal, but he ain't got nothing. That if he takes something of value or of stature to take, he ain't got no bag, he ain't got no none of that. You know, so that's why I can see where motherfuckers say, "Oh, he wasn't stealing," but at the same time, the fuck you doing running into empty houses for? Secondly, what the fuck you doing running into empty houses 12 miles away from your house?
Well, all right,
Motherfucker don't,
let's do it like this, Dreez. When you was a kid, you didn't go empty house.
huh?
When you was a
For what?
kid, you didn't go empty house.
No.
I went in a whole bunch of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
For where those empty houses was at?
What do you mean where they was at? Just empty construction houses, period. I mean, I would do it to this day. Well, not right now, but okay, if I go in the neighborhood and they building new houses, I walk in there and see how this shit look, how they constructing and everything. I'm interested in that, you know. I would. I have.
Look,
But I'm not
man,
saying
they
in
got
his case
houses,
that's what
bro.
he was doing. I don't know. I can't read his mind what he was doing, you know.
Exactly. That's why you don't kill a man.
Right.
But at the same time, you running in empty houses. I mean, at least, and I live in this area. I'm gonna at least stop you and question you. I'm gonna at least stop you and question you. But as far as killing them, hey, you know that was just in the white boy's mind. That was just some hillbilly shit right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. I just don't think they should have killed him, man, because the house that he ran into, that wasn't their house. You know what I'm saying? And besides, he didn't take anything, so you don't kill a man. Let the police deal with it. But you know, the killing was overboard. Bottom line.
Right. Right. Right.
Let's see. I see what you're saying, T Mac. You're saying stop talking, Dreez. Do me a favor, T Mac. Stop fucking listening. It's my opinion, bro. Cesaba 87 is my opinion, bro. Fuck
Hey
you running
guys.
in the empty houses for?
Hey guys. Like I said, man. Don't disrespect the panel. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but let's keep it respectful. Um, we're gonna start timing folks out. And that don't work. We'll just do other things. Respect the panel, fellas. Respect the panel. Um, but anyhow, man. Mm, let me see what else we had.
Go run in the comment section for a second.
Which one you want to see?
Oh man, just put them all up, man. We've been here 50 minutes, man. It's about to shut down anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Opinions are opinions, man. My opinion. I ain't saying y'all got to agree with them. You know, but if I live in close to Shrewsbury, I'm gonna go jogging to Shrewsbury, the track around Shrewsbury. I'm not finna go run up in the city. You know, that's the puzzling part. But do I kill a man? No, I don't. It's not of authority.
Hey, what? We had a little bit of argument in the last line. Shit. What's up, Gino, man? We about to end this thing, man. Go ahead and put it out there. What you want to say? Try to keep it under 20 minutes.
Long one.
What's good, bro? You talking to me?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I think I don't blame everything Dreez is saying, but we do have to put that in perspective. Um, See, because what happened is because the narrative had been set up out at this past weekend with the whole I'm jogging for him, things of that nature. So it sort of put that out there, and then now we're having additional facts on the case. But regardless, that still does not validate death. In light of all these new facts coming out, people are like, it's almost gonna seem like, see, well, whenever you suspect a person committed something, it's totally cool to call the cops on them. It's totally cool to shoot them. And this is what the narrative is now trying to, and that's what's going to take shape. He had some guilt. He deserved his death. He needs to prove, his dead ass need to prove he didn't deserve to be killed.
Right.
And I just sent you something. I just sent you something on WhatsApp, Rich. You see a white guy on World Star Hip Hop today. He did a demonstration to show that he walked around his neighborhood with a TV, looking like a robbery suspect, to prove that looking like a robbery suspect is not good enough proof of you being killed. And see the thing is, it's it's like being right it's like being right in regards to a certain specific case, and then additional detail come out. But the way that you explain it, that you are still right, you're still right again. But you left out that additional detail. Just because they're adding that additional detail doesn't mean you're not correct. You're not right. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying.
All right. Also, man, I want to say this. I'm gonna let Zaba talk for a minute. They approach. See, sometimes it's the way you approach people too. They approach him in a very aggressive way, with guns drawn out. Like, they wasn't police officers. You got to understand, people gonna respond to you different. You're not a police. They don't know who you are. He could have committed a crime 2 days later. He could have thought that was the people that was trying to get him. And he don't know. So they approached him aggressive also, man. I want to say that. But go ahead, Azaba, man. Let's try to keep it not too long, but I know you got a good point you want to bring out. Go ahead, my brother.
Not in a million years will you hear two white men say, and one of them say, well, I thought he was stealing. Well, I think he's stealing. Any of that BS. Never in 12,000 billion years will you hear a white man say that. That's straight up out of the way. Okay. Now, for us not to, for anybody to be non-empathetic or sympathetic to the 25, like I said, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'm going to tell you this right now, man. I have things that I own, and I'm not going to really stress that I believe in all of the laws that America espouses. But one of the things that I think is very important, that I think is right, a life is not worth a car. A life is not worth a cell phone. I don't feel I have the right to take someone's life because they stole my cell phone, because they stole my car, because they stole whatever. And that's law in all 50 states. So in 80,000 billion years, you will not see a white man go, well, I thought he was stealing. Well, I think he, no, man, we ain't, I can't buy that cereal. I don't, that amazes me how, it's so far beyond my thinking. Like, I'm almost embarrassed to be on this level talking about it like this. No life, that not even shoot nobody in the knee. My cell phone, if somebody steal my cell phone, man, or somebody steal my car and I see them, man, I ain't shooting them brothers, man, in the knee. That car ain't worth that. That car ain't worth shooting nobody, man. Let alone from just the law, but just my moral process. And I'll stop right there. You will not find two white men talk that way about a black man shooting a white boy, and they going, oh well, nah, man. And I'm in it right there.
So basically, you're saying if he was a white boy, there's two black guys, they wouldn't have ran and went after him in the truck and talking about, oh, he tried to grab my gun. Wow.
Well, they may have, but I'm just saying a life is not worth a car. And then on top of all this brother didn't steal nothing on top of it. So what, I don't understand. Let me tell you what's going to happen, man, when this thing goes to court, man.
They're going to get off, bro.
What's going to happen is you're going to find all these people, and you're going to even find black people to look into this young man's history and try to discredit him. He should have done this. He should have done that. He should have done this. He should have done that. And to discredit him. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. They may get off. But that is the problem, man. It's us as African Americans, man. We're not sympathetic and empathetic towards one another. I'm going to tell you right now, man, any brother could come in my yard, steal my car. Man, I'm not shooting him in no kneecaps. First of all, I don't want to do the time by shooting somebody. I don't want to do the time by no dang old car. I get another car. Now if something, it's different. It's just like in the military, man. It's the last resort. In my mind, I feel like I only have the right to shoot someone if it's a last resort, if it's my life or the other person's life in danger or something like that. Somebody's coming into your house or something. But over some goods, man, come on, man. Over some goods, we don't have no right to shoot nobody. I don't feel like we do. And we got that in our mind, or white folks have that in their mind. He stole my cow, so I'm gonna shoot the nigga, or whatever. I can't stress it enough, man. I can't. To me, I don't understand that. I don't understand that thinking, because just like you said earlier, Rich, man, I remember when I was young, man, the front of the mind, the way the human brain works, it's just not mature yet. You know what I'm saying? Especially for young men, it just doesn't get really mature. And the front part of the brain hasn't been developed yet. And we've all done some stupid things. And when this young man probably was doing something, who knows what he was looking for? He may have been saying, I'm gonna steal something. I'm about to steal something, but it did. And even if he did steal something, even if he was running down the street with a house on his back, it don't mean you can. Matter of fact, he really had no right to stop that man. As a matter of fact, in reference to how, and I've said this before, in reference to, I'm gonna shut up after this. In reference to how citizens arrest work, you have to see a crime. You have to see a crime in progress in order to bother them people. Nah, what they should have done is let the authorities handle it. That's what they should have done. They shouldn't have gotten in their car and messed with that young man. It ain't like he took somebody's life. It ain't. I don't care if he was running with a whole city on his back. It don't matter.
But they saw him run out the house with nothing.
Exactly.
Army vet, what's up, man? Let me let you chime in. I know you're gonna piss some folks off, man. Go ahead with your opinion, brother. Damn, he froze up. Army vet, you there? Guess the brother froze up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he must have frozen up. You know the saddest part about this whole thing. And I totally understand where Dreez is coming from, and perhaps, and I say perhaps, where guys like army vets might be coming from, but it's so disheartening. It is so disheartening for me, from my perspective, and it's probably disheartening for some of you guys too, when you see guys who are guys who make a whole market, who make a whole business plan off of our pain, our oppression. Those guys, that are pandering to the right wing conservative crowd. I won't name some, but you guys know some of them. Um, it's so disheartening, man. It just take the breath out of you. And I must say this: I used to be, I used to have that same mindset like Army Vet. I mean, again, I don't know what he thinks completely, but um, I used to think like, man, these niggas, man, they need to behave, man. They're not doing right, man. They need to behave. They just out there breaking the law, man. They just being, disrespectful to the cops and shit like that, blah blah blah. Blah. Until my black ass went to a club. The person that completely changed my mind and how I used to think, how I used
Yeah, she froze up too.
Yeah, let's try to keep it short.
just because they were trying to clear out the parking lot, and I only told them, look, bro, I'm an educated black man. You can just treat me any way you want. And
White man holding you back. Nah. Well, anyhow, man, did y'all hear about Ivanka Airlines going broke? Chapter Dreez, I know you heard something about it. What happened with that deal, Dree?
I was breaking off, Richie Rich.
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead, Dreez.
Motherfuckers don't have any money no more. Well, what it is, they just don't, they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, so they can't hold out that extra month or whatever it may take for them to get back in business. So best thing to do is cut their losses now. So that's pretty much the bottom line of what's going to happen there. You know what I'm saying? But to some of y'all still got spirit, and if you're willing to pay that extra $300, you still got American Airlines at $400 for Delta. You know what I'm saying? So, it's on you what you want to do, But Avianca,
bought out by
you got
somebody else.
stocks in it. Yeah, they're gonna get bought out by American. So if anything, put your money on American right now. Whoever gonna buy them out, put your money on them if they shares ain't too high. That I can guarantee.
I'll say this in reference to the airlines, man. I would think I love economics, man, and I'm always looking at economics. I don't think there's ever been a time in history where the airline industry has been in such a dangerous situation in reference to, because even though a lot of those planes are sitting, it's still costs. It's still a lot of operating costs to crank them and maintenance them. And so I would say this, man, in reference to Ivanka. I'm not surprised if maybe any more airlines suffer some of the same fate. I mean, you're talking about so many businesses that have gone out, from Hertz to rental cars to, having multiple, look, America was already, let me say this, bro, this is hugely important. America was already, think of how much social welfare we have in America, and how many people were already working week to week to week. I always said, if there wasn't welfare in the States, do you realize we'd have even more homeless people? Think about how many homeless women there'd be in America if there wasn't, if we didn't have something, a lot of, kind of like a welfare state, and not only that, look at the businesses. I mean, you got billion-dollar businesses in America that can't even survive, 4 or 5 weeks without income coming in. So, we always hear people are living paycheck to paycheck. These businesses doing the same thing, okay? Or they're in the same situation. I'm telling you, brothers, we sitting up here and we sleep. And this economy will never be the same. Traveling may never be the same. And I'm not surprised what business goes, what company goes out of business or whatever. If I was some of you, if the way that I see this thing, it's scary. It's like I say, I try to keep up with a lot of the economics that's going on, but man, I mean, we're gonna see a lot more. And the result of it, what keeps us kind of in a zombie state right now is because people are able to pay their, a lot of mortgages, are not, or people are not asking for the money right now, and a lot of car loans and things like that. But when that ends, because these people can't carry, America was already in trouble. These people, these loan companies and car companies, and they're not going to carry a lot of people. People are already in trouble. So I know I went a long winded. I'm just saying that, they may go out of business, man, but there's so many other issues that are going to come up, bro. Is how I feel about it.
All right, and they might get bought out by somebody else. No, when they file bankruptcy, man, it's just a cop out. You already know.
See, they're gonna get bought out by American or Spirit. So put your money on them motherfuckers.
That would be a major play for Spirit right there. That would be great, actually. The Spirit, Spirit, like the number one growing company as far as airlines right now.
Yeah, the stock is up and down in the up and down pattern, going up 5 and coming down 5 cents. It's sideways on the chart, so it's always going up 5, coming back down 5. Yeah, so seeing it on the chart, it looks like it's just going sideways, up and down. But it's only 5 cent intervals. But eventually, whoever buys those extra planes, because they got airports where they just got planes just sitting on the motherfucking on the runway, just parked. Whoever got the money to service those planes and put them back in the air, those people are gonna make money.
But this is the thing, though, Dreez. This is the thing. Nothing is going to dictate the economy more than a vaccine. If there ain't no vaccine in a year, bruh, Spirit gonna suffer too. Like people like, oh, in 3 months, we can do this or we can do that. Nah, that vaccine gonna dictate when we can do whatever. Because a lot of these countries that may be opening up, if there is a spike in infections, they're gonna close right back down. So I'm just simply saying that this coronavirus is gonna dictate the economy. It's gonna dictate a lot. It ain't when we want to or when we think we should or whatever, because I don't know how true this is, and don't mark my words, but I have heard and have read, I listen to people way smarter than me, and the doctors are saying, they think some people are are getting reinfected. So this economy is I don't want to say it's at a standstill, but certainly there's going to be major changes, and this virus is going to dictate whether Spirit can take over this or American. I would seriously doubt any company would say, "Oh, I'm going to invest in this company and I'm going to spend billions of dollars," and there's no really clue on what this coronavirus thing is gonna do. So I don't know.
True. But at the back of my mind, bro, I got like this feeling that they just hiding the possible cure or vaccine, and somebody's waiting till voting time, and then it's just gonna pop up out of the blue like this was a fucking miracle.
I hope so.
And we all know that's not the case. I hope so, but at the same time, they're trying to make it look like it's, like it's like Donald Trump trying to get extra views and likes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even really have that to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But because I was watching a video the other day where they was cleaning up where the president was finna speak, and I guess somebody had a camera on him, and the guy was saying, he had a mask on and everything, but he was saying shit like, "Well, it's all right because everybody in the cabinet is vaccinated already." I'm like, wait a minute, did this motherfucker say vaccinated? So even though it was a video where it was like they were just working and they had their backs to the camera, like they didn't know the camera was there.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out whether it was an actual video and they knew it was a camera on, or they were just playing that shit off like that to like make everybody in America that does see this video be like, okay, I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna be calm, relaxed. I know it's a vaccine coming,
Right.
So I'm looking at it like this: I'm cool, I'm relaxed. I know it's a vaccine coming, but I ain't voting for no fucking Trump no more. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
I
Donald
bet
Trump.
if this was a war, you wouldn't let no 100,000 motherfuckers die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need those motherfuckers. Now
Yeah.
you done kill all these motherfuckers. You think these motherfuckers that done lost their grandma and grandpa gonna vote for you? Man, you fucking stupid.
Yeah, man. Donald Trump, boy, that I try not to say too many, too much about him. I'm not really fond of him, but I tell you, man, that dude, he has, how can you say this? He has done something right. When I say right, I mean the dude got elected, man. He did something that I couldn't have done, or a lot of people couldn't have done, and I think he somehow won that election. And I think it's because there's a myriad of reasons why. But that dude, you kind of says a lot of things, man, and whatever comes to his mouth, man. He's something.
Listen,
shout out
it's
to
the people around him.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Shout out to
it's the
Bermuda
people
Breeze
around
for PayPal donation. Thanks for telling me, man, because I don't get the notification on that. Appreciate that. I caught that in the chat. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Edward Jones. I believe Delta has more cash than American when it comes to buying another airline. That might be right. Certain. Shout out to Retired and Happy in Medellin. Have a great night. You have a great night, brother. I don't know who you are, brother. You have a absolutely great night. Brother Bermuda Breeze, if you got a question, go ahead and post it. We'll look for your next comment and try to get it answered. But go ahead, Dreez.
Say it's the people that's around Trump because Trump did get himself elected. It's the motherfuckers that are around him, all the advisors, vice president. Those people are political. Donald Trump is not. You know what I'm saying? If anything, right now they're using Donald Trump for his motherfucking mind as far as a real estate agent and nothing more. So it's the people that's around Trump. Trump is not more than the face of fuckery for the American political system. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Before coronavirus, it was the motherfuckers around Trump. Now that it's coronavirus time, okay, let's throw Trump out there and let him be the asshole that he's normally, being on the at the real estate office. You know what I'm saying? Not. You know, you never was gonna get Trump at the Oval Office. You was gonna get real estate office at best. Period. So the people that surround Trump that's causing all the fuckery. They know what they're doing. Trump don't know what the fuck he doing. He just there. He's just happy that he is there. You know what I'm saying?
Dreez, isn't he the leader? You said he's not political. Isn't he the leader?
Yeah, but he's not no fucking politician, bro. Period.
So that's the people whose fault he hired to help him run the ship that it's not running right.
It don't matter. That's just like I have a party, and because I put all the people at the party, and something don't go right at the party, all the people at the party go home. But I'm gonna get the name as the bad motherfucking businessman. You see what I'm saying? That's all that is. You know. So you got Mike Pence that could run something and do some fucked up shit. But when they look at it at the end of the day, then they're gonna say, okay, Mike Pence, that's the problem. No, they're gonna say Donald Trump the problem, because that's the motherfucker they will go run and put out on CNN, Fox, and all these other channels. You know what I'm saying? The other people that did do the fuckery, they gonna go on about their business. Probably wait for the next president and fuck him up.
So Trump has no responsibility at all. Is this other people?
No,
just like Obama, you wouldn't have no responsibility for Obama on anything.
Look, he gonna have just as much as responsibility if shit go wrong. Nobody gonna say Mike Pence this. Nobody gonna say Fauci that. They gonna say Donald Trump was fucking it up. That's what's gonna happen at the end of the day.
I mean, Dreez. I don't really want to get an argument with you over this, but bro, you do know how this whole thing works, right? Like, you have people that work that have certain specific skills, certain specialties, and these people, they will come to you, who's running the show, and they will tell you their recommendation on what you should do. And if you don't want to implement that because you don't want to look a certain way, that's on you. But me, if my specialty is health, is immunology, I'm gonna tell you about health and immunology. It's up to you. If you want to implement those policies, I'm telling you. I mean, it's as simple as that, Dreez. But I mean, I don't really want to make an argument or whatnot. But I think you're kind of wrong on that, bro. He has responsibility on what's going on, bro.
Shout out to brother Azaba for the donation. Appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Army vet. If you want to do a show on that Trump shit, I got a perfect guy from you. His name is Big Boss. We'll do that show later. Shout out to you for that donation, brother.
All I'm saying, at the end of the day, regardless of who does what, who advises anything to Trump, if Trump get it wrong and it's fucked up, they're not gonna call on anybody that's around Trump. They're gonna put it all on Trump. I mean, I'm just saying.
You just said if Trump get it wrong.
Who they gonna blame it? I'm just saying who they gonna blame it on, dog.
But bro, you said if Trump get it wrong, they're gonna blame Trump, and that's wrong. If Trump gets it wrong,
y'all know what I'm saying, man. Y'all know what I'm saying, bro.
All Trump do is sign the paperwork.
Exactly, and if the paperwork is fucked up, who do they blame, dog? That's it.
We're wasting our time on Trump, man.
It doesn't work like that, Rich. You get recommendations. This is how it works. I mean, and anybody that's ever been in like in that kind of environment, even at your regular job, right? You got the guy that's in charge that runs the whole place, but you got those managers, right? The shift managers. If the shift managers see what's happening on second shift, and those managers, they write a report, they send email to the head boss, letting the head boss know what's going on, what kind of recommendation, what kind of steps they should be taking, and the head boss is not sending that to the headquarters. The head boss doesn't want to take that decision. That's on the head boss. So are you going to blame the second shift manager? The second shift manager has specialty on what he's doing, but he's
But
supposed to report to the head boss.
Who's writing all the bills up and voting on all the bills and shit? I thought that Congress do that and the senators and all that shit. But don't get me to talking about that because they ain't.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
You literally just
Trump.
what I said 10 minutes ago. Bro.
Hey, so what they doing with the restaurants in Colombia? They open back up, Dreez?
Yeah, man, they've been open, man. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily worrying about the clubs opening it up. I'm just going out there with a whole mindset, not worrying about clubs, not worrying about main attraction areas, because I've been out there long enough to the extent where I know how to move around without having to worry about the club and when to move and go into certain places. So I'm not
but
worried
Dreez,
about
have they
going out
opened
there
up
and they still
airline?
may be in quarantine. Excuse me?
Yes, they open up
What was
airlines
that?
or something like that. He phased out. But what about what you were saying about the YouTube network? You want to chime in on that?
Thing about the YouTube network is a simple fact that how like say for instance you going on live with a guest, I'm going on live with a guest. It's just plain and simple. Just all the people that's in the black travel sector, they just need to go ahead on and come together and just say, okay, let's do a certain thing where we have our own network. So that way, for the people that are not traveling, which is all of us at this point in time, we could also every day get our fix of daily travel news. Should it be any, So at one point in time, you come on, and I come on after you, and then when you going off, I see you my link. We pass them, so everybody just follows the flow. And if we have like a link, everything, everybody gets at the same time. We the people that are conflicting with other people's schedule and whatnot. Plain and simple though,
I got you.
just so everybody can get on air, get on, say what they need to say, and get off.
Hey, but I don't think I heard you guys. Are there flights going to Colombia now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
They just
it's
like another 25 days.
Still got to wait for everything to clear.
Yeah.
No, everything ends on the 25th, but at the end of the day, I'm just waiting till June anyway to just find out from. I'm just waiting for what the president got to say. Once the president say what he got to say, then I'm going on purchase my ticket. That's it.
Do you guys think that? Do you guys think that travel is going to scare a lot of people, or you think that a lot of brothers will kind of try to chill? What's y'all opinion on that?
Man, these brothers ready to travel as soon as they open the airline. Hey, they ready to travel, man.
I'll say this much. For all of y'all that want to leave the day after the borders open, I applaud you. Why I applaud you? Because y'all got enough nuts to go run out to South America, run out to Thailand, to go run out to DR, just to get your dumb ass robbed. Just because these borders open does not mean that these people are not fucking hungry. Y'all going out there early, you're gonna get robbed. Won't you sit back, Black Peter, Craig, and Rob and them go out there and have their fun. Let them break those people down for you. So when you go out there, you ain't got that much of a problem. And there's gonna be some heat out there.
Dream, I think
can
you
recall
have a good
Trump
point.
saying that. Yeah, somebody said I was drunk. Fuck you, T-Mac.
No, I think you have a good point all, because man. You got to figure, man. I kind of figure, let me throw a monkey wrench in it though. Over here, like for instance, if you live up in the mountains somewhere, and you getting water and electricity, and it's just you, it might cost you $100 to live. All right, you never been in this country and seen as many homeless people in pretty much any city America that has over 300,000, 200,000 people. Okay, so I don't know I know more people here who own their homes than in the States. You know, most people are living that they got car notes, they got house notes. We. So with all that being said, when you look at the economies, you never know. I've always heard people say to me, well, if tourism leaves the Dominican Republic, it would go broke. I'm like, they don't know anything about economics. Nothing. It only makes up maybe about 8% of the GDP. You know what I'm saying? And people will be okay. It's like taking people's cell phone. Yeah, life will change. Yeah, Punta Cana will be shut down, but it ain't gonna people just ain't gonna disappear. And so I think you do have a point though, Dreez, when you say that people are may get into a situation, because right now, if you have a job or had a job, and you're gonna get some money from the government. You know what I'm saying? You people are getting money from the government, around 8,000 pesos, and then if you didn't have a job but you're in like the system, then you're still getting 5,000 for food. But that doesn't mean, just like in America, man, when it's all set, when the dust settles, there are going to be people, I believe, that are going to be opportunistic, and because they've been sitting in the house all this time. And I do think there may be, at that point when people maybe start traveling, I do believe, Dre's, that there may be some people getting robbed and taken advantage of, because there are some people, just like in the States, there are some people, um, kind of suffering right now, but as long as, but like I said, what helps is the help that the government has given. And then a lot of people don't have these $12,000 a month rent and things like that, like, people have in the States too. So that's a good point.
Shout out to Edward Jones. He said Delta free cash flow 2.3 billion and American is 1.8. Somebody disagree with Delta finance superior over American. CJ, go back at him, man. CJ say American profit for more than Delta, brother. He said they profit for more, bro. What you gonna do now? But anyhow, man, shit, we gonna put this show to an end, man. Dreez done the show. I done the show. We gave y'all 3 hours, probably 4 hours. Man, I'm tired. I know y'all brothers ain't tired, but anything else y'all want to talk about before we get out of here?
Y'all brothers be safe, man. As always, I enjoyed it. And like I say, mark my words, the economy is going to change in the whole entire world, I believe. I think we're going to see things different. I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe.
Okay, I want to say this. Colombia, I talked to Ace today, and he told me that in Barranquilla, they only letting people out for like 2 days a week now. You can only go out 2 days a week. And it's getting to the point where they really locking down and they trying to get rid of this shit. Americans opening shit up like, oh, it's all good. So just because y'all buying them tickets don't mean they're going to accept y'all over there. If they working this hard to try to get rid of it and we just let motherfuckers walk around, trust me, man, they not going to let you in the country. Right. Go ahead, Dreez.
Not much, man. I'd like to give a shout out to T-Mac. Hey, you a good night. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with it, whatever they do. All I know is that at one point Trump was saying that this was a Chinese virus, but the whole while the virus was in America. So this year, when we get around to traveling again, it'll be an American virus. So everybody, do your best to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Even though we are in trying times, it does not mean that this is time to stop trying. That's all I got to say for tonight.
Well, let me say this last thing. You know what's going to be really interesting? when people, if there's not a vaccine and brothers start traveling, just like the virus numbers, there's going to be a small amount of brothers that's going to die. And it's going to be interesting to have that conversation. See, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm trying to sit myself still because we don't know. We don't know. Unless there's a vaccine, we don't know if that virus going to take me, you, Rich, Dreez, or the other brother out. We just don't know. And I know we take risk every day. I understand that. For the sake of just traveling, nah. There's going to be some brothers that's going to die if people start traveling. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, and these people going to look at y'all sideways when y'all get over there, man. Best believe that shit, man.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, some of them same brothers that's going, I ain't giving a damn. There's some brother right now probably going to hear this a day or whenever. I'm traveling. You'd be the first one. Some of them, it just makes sense. Just think about it. Rich, you don't know. You just don't know. If you catch it, you might die. You don't know. And it'd be like, well, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Why? Just to travel? Oh, bro, it's a lot of families, man. I think anybody like saying, oh, we're gonna take our family, taking 6, 7 people somewhere. Ah, bro, I'm trying to be still. I'm not trying to say I'm a scaredy cat or whatever. But trust me, a year from now, if they open up borders and there's ain't no vaccine, some of the brothers that's traveling, some of the brothers gonna die, man. That's just the numbers now. We all know that.
I ain't gonna be the one. They ain't gonna be me.
That's right.
Hey, Zaba, there's actually there has been some several scientists who are making headways with a vaccine.
There you go.
I'm somewhat confident. I'm a big believer in science. I'm somewhat confident that by this summer we will have a vaccine. With that being said, as far as traveling, you might as well gone and forgot about the summer, especially if they know they have a vaccine. That's the more reason for them to want you to sit still, hold up, wait till we get everything, until we get ourselves ahead of this whole thing. Especially if they know they got a vaccine. So people are not gonna wanna I know you think they love your green dollars. Yeah, they do, but I'm sure they love their lives much more than your green dollars. Definitely. So Dreez, just hang on. I know you believe in your boy Trump. Do not take his treatment recommendation about injecting Clorox, Dreez. Do not inject Lysol and Clorox. Just hold on. A cure is coming pretty soon.
Yeah, but Crimp, I agree with you 1,000%. But the key word that you said, if and when there's a vaccine, I was speaking on if there's no vaccine. So yeah, I agree with you 1,000%, man. If there's a vaccine, man, hey, the world is winning, But if there's no vaccine, whoo, brothers talking about they going here, going there, it's just stupid to me. That's just my opinion.
Hey, Zabra, somebody in the chat, Alex Pertiti, he said, dumb dude as fuck talking about vaccine. Okay, buddy. I mean, don't take the vaccine. Don't take the vaccine. See, I hate stuff like that.
He don't believe it's real. He don't believe coronavirus is real.
No. He's a non-vaxxer. He's a non-vaxxer. That's what he's saying. It's one of these vaccine conspiracy theories and things of that nature. Great. Don't take the vaccine. Don't take the vaccine. But we'll see. Just don't take the vaccine.
And what I say to those people who are always conspiracy theories and they talk about vaccine, there are so many vaccines that we have taken when we're young, from the measles to everything. Certainly, there may be, some people out there doing some crazy stuff. But I mean, think about it like this, man. Thousands of years ago, I used to always teach my children, like, when you look at like a normal when you look at thousands of years ago and you look at like a knight uniform, they only look, I don't want to go too into it, but let me just say this.
Yeah, make sure.
The average human being lived a very short life as a result of vaccines that went throughout the world. People live. There are lots of vaccines that we take, and if you didn't give your child some of these vaccines, you're putting your child at risk. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
All right. Shout out to Brother Marquise for the cash app. He said this is for the brothers ready to travel. I guess he's ready to get on the plane. And Brother Alex, the nurse, didn't say it wasn't real. She was saying basically a lot of people are scamming and they're claiming death. She didn't say it was real. She knows people that died from it. She knows it's real. She was saying basically a lot of hospitals, if you go in there with a heart problem and you die from XYZ, they're going to put Corona on it to get paid. Right, I got to end the show, man. So give me your last word, Brother Dreez.
Kind of gave it to you like 10 minutes ago, man.
All right.
Niggas are long-winded.
All right. Shout out to Edward Jones. Delta has a larger market cap to America, 14 billion to 4 billion. All right. Where you at, CJ? You hear what he said? Come on, CJ, where you at? But anyhow, man, appreciate y'all brothers coming on, man. And we'll do it. We'll do it another time, brothers. I'm tired. I know y'all ain't tired, but shit. Hey.
Man, have a wonderful night, man. Thanks.
Right. So final question to you two brothers. If they do come out with a vaccine, y'all taking it, right? Yes or no?
Of course. I mean, you. Yeah. Well, being that I've never been sick with the corona or anything like that, or maybe I'm asymptomatic, I probably will wait before I take it. But eventually, I probably will end up taking it because you never know, man. You never know what sort of certain symptoms and disease.
So what about you, brothers? All right, he's not there. So good night, man. We'll be talking all night, man. Appreciate you coming on, Gino. Thanks. Army vet, man, hit me up. Roll the tape at yahoo.com. We'll set that Trump show up. Shout out to Brother Marquise. He says, fuck that vaccine. Peace out.